Dear students, in continuation of our mark scoring videos, today we are going to discuss one more essay type question from oscillations, that is a simple pendulum. The question reads as, show that the motion of a simple pendulum is simple harmonic and derive the expression for its time period, and the supplementary question is, what is seconds pendulum? So this is the simplest question. If you understand, you can do it easily. No need to be confused with the mathematical derivation. You have to practice. I am here to help you. If you practice, I can assure you that you can do it easily in the exam. Now, what is a simple pendulum? Simple pendulum is nothing but a swing. But we take an inextensible thread, torsionless thread, massless thread, to which we attach a point mass. But attaching a point mass is not possible. We don't have any object which is having mass and whose size is of point size. So instead of considering point mass, according to the definition, we have to attach a point mass, but we attach a bob. Bob is nothing but a sphere, a small bob. So the mass of the bob is concentrated at its center. So this is center of mass. So you have to consider the length from the point of fixation to the center of mass. So this is the center of mass. So this is considered as the length of the simple pendulum. So you have to consider the length from the fixed end of the thread to the center of the bob. Bob is nothing but metallic sphere. Is it clear? Now, let us consider the mass of this bob is m. So you know weight is defined as mg. W is equal to mg. Mg acts always towards the ground. It is a vector. Weight is a vector since it is a force. Right. Now, so if I displace the bob, that means if I move it slightly, it makes simple harmonic motion. Now, suppose this is the bob, this is the original simple pendulum, this is called the rest position, it is also called equilibrium position. I displace it by a small angle theta. Now then it comes to this position. So angle theta must be very, very less, then only it undergoes simple harmonic motion. Now let us take the weight, that is mg. You can resolve a vector into two components. If this is a vector v or a, it can be resolved into two components along x and y axis. So the side with theta is called horizontal component, and horizontal component is called a cos theta, and vertical component is a sin theta. This you should know. So mg is the vector. I am resolving it into two components. So one component is along this side, along the thread, the other component is along this side. So if this is theta, even this is also theta. So this becomes mg cos theta, and this is mg sin theta. Is it clear? These are the two normal components of the weight. So mg cos theta is balanced by tension. This is the tension. So T is equal to mg cos theta. Now what about this mg sin theta? Once I move the bob on one side, it will not stay there forever. It has to come back towards this fixed point, that is towards the stable position, that is the equilibrium position. So that force is called a restoring force. Let us say the displacement as x. Let us say this is point O, this is point A. So OA equal to x. So displacement you have to measure it from the origin, and the force is acting toward the center. So I can write F is equal to minus mg sin theta. So F is equal to minus mg sin theta. Is this clear? Right. Now, since theta is very small, I can theta is very small, I can replace sin theta by simple theta. So sin theta becomes theta. Okay, once again I will write. So F is equal to minus mg sin theta. Why minus sign here? They are in opposite directions. So theta is very small. So in that case, sin theta will have very small value. So you can replace sin theta by theta. So I can write F is equal to minus mg theta. So you can write from Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. So I can equate these two, then ma is equal to minus mg theta. So gets cancelled. So A is equal to minus g theta. This is our equation number 1. Now my aim is to show that the oscillations made by the simple pendulum are simple harmonic. The condition for simple harmonic is, we studied in the previous video, the equation of SHM is A is equal to minus omega square x. So I should arrive at A is equal to minus omega square x. That is my aim. So this is nothing but a simple thread. You take a thread and you tie a small stone, you can whirl it. Then it makes a circle. So this is the bob. If I whirl it vertically, then it makes a circle. Now this is point O and this is point A. The distance between them is nothing but x. So this can be considered as the sector. This is called the sector of a circle. The length of the sector is equal to radius times length of the sector, that is x is equal to radius into angle theta. What is the radius? Radius is nothing but the length. So we consider this as the length, no? This is considered as length L. So here the radius of this circle, had I been rotate the whole simple pendulum, then I will get a circle. So for that circle, the radius will be length. So this is equal to L times theta. So x is equal to L theta. So I can write the value of theta. Theta is equal to x by L. If I substitute theta is equal to x by L in the equation number 1, so what I get? A is equal to minus g x by L. So it can also be written as minus times g upon L times x. So this is similar to our equation, our required equation, A is equal to minus omega square x. So when I compare these two equations, that is this equation number 2 and the standard SHM equation number 3, from these two I can conclude from 2 and 3 I will get omega square is equal to g by L. So here acceleration is directly proportional to the displacement and in the opposite direction. So this satisfies the condition of SHM. Now, the first part of the question is clear, that we have to show that the motion of the simple pendulum is simple harmonic. Now, I proved that the oscillations made by the simple pendulum are simple harmonic, since it is resembling the SHM equation A is equal to minus omega square x. Is this clear? Right. Now, what is omega? Omega is called angular velocity. Omega is called angular velocity. So, it is given by omega is equal to 2 pi by t. 2 pi by t. So, omega actual definition is theta by t, that we discussed in the previous lecture. For one rotation, the angle will be 360 degrees. So, one rotation we take time period. So, omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So, this omega can be written as under root g by L. Since omega is equal to g by L, under root g by L, so what is omega? Omega is 2 pi by t. So, this is equal to under root g by L. The second part of the question is, we have to obtain the expression, we have to derive the expression for the time period. Time period is the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation. So, from this, if you do cross multiplication, you will get t is equal to 2 pi root L by g. So, if you write up to this, you will be getting around 7 marks. So, this is the expression for the time period of a simple pendulum. So, from this it is clear that time period is directly proportional to square root of the length and inversely proportional to the square root of the acceleration due to gravity. Is this clear? Now, the last part of the question is, what is seconds pendulum? So, in olden days, we used to have pendulum clocks. On the walls, we used to find a spoon type pendulum, a metallic bar which undergoes simple harmonic motion. So, for such a clock, we define a seconds pendulum. What do you mean by a seconds pendulum? Seconds pendulum is a pendulum whose time period is 2 seconds. A pendulum with the time period 2 seconds is called seconds pendulum. So, that is the last part of the question. The length of the seconds pendulum, that may come as a question in as a problem. The length of the seconds pendulum will be around 100 centimeter. That is not included in our question, but it is better to know about this. Okay, thank you.